All right, so what has happened? What happened with zlib? So basically, it's not dead, despite what people are saying. It's just the domain name that is not working now. So if you try and go to zlib.org, now I think it's just not working, but if you tried yesterday, you get a message like this, which actually has the U.S. Department of Justice and all these, alphabet people who apparently have taken down the domain. But this does not mean that they have gone into the data center where all of the zlib content is stored on, servers and hard drives. So if you don't even know what zlib is, so basically zlib is an online library filled with tons of ebooks. So if you own like a Kindle or I actually have a Kobo, which is just like a Kindle. You can actually put ebooks on them just by plugging them into your computer and just dragging the files onto the device and then just read them, just like if you had purchased them. So I know Amazon with their whole ebook platform, they have some kind of encryption on their ebook files, and I've never had a Kindle, so I'm not sure how strict the DRM is with this, but I think this encryption on these ebooks tends to be pretty easy to crack. But what zlib is, this has been a resource to get these books for free, and I've been using it for a while now, and they really do have quite a lot of these ebooks. But I guess, they must have been hosting their domain registrar must have been located in the US because this happened. So now, in order to be able to access this, you'll have to go on their Tor domain, and I'll get into that in a minute. But this is kind of this is interesting, because it's obviously piracy it's very, very popular, even with people who are not super advanced with computers, and I think most people are pirating movies and music and things like that probably from websites like the Pirate Bay. But this is interesting to me because this is a resource that a lot of people I think are using for educational purposes. It's not like people are going on here and really, robbing companies like Amazon of millions and billions of dollars of wasted potential or potential profits or whatever. Ebooks really are not that expensive, right? I mean, it's like $5 to download an ebook, and to be fair, right? Textbooks are another story because as the cost of college education goes up in the US, the cost of these textbooks goes up as well, just due to the demand, I guess. So this website, I think, was really being used by a lot of college students. And so, sure, technically, I'm sure it's illegal to download your college textbook from this website, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's this seems like, it almost seems like a bigger fish to fry kind of situation. Like, you would think that these Department of Justice and whatever all this is, you would think that they would go after some, they would have some bigger fish to fry, but they're going after the, educational piracy websites where people are going on here to improve themselves and try and get an education, and maybe cut back a little bit on the expenses of trying to do that. So, yeah, it's kind of surprising to me that it almost seems like the U.S. government, is making a statement in a way that, they want access to education to be a little more difficult. But this website is not just used for college education or getting college textbooks, right? I actually use this website for language learning, and I'm not in college anymore. But I am a big fan of language learning, and I've been using this website a lot to download not only language learning books, like, I think I made another video about this, like even showcasing this website. They have a ton of language learning books that are actually, with exercises or whatever, teaching you grammar. But then there are also a lot of novels in many different languages. So if you're learning something like German or Spanish or French, you can even find novels that you might have been interested in reading in your native language, but in Spanish or German or French. So that's what I use this website for. And to be honest with you, it's pretty amazing for that purpose. And I don't think there's anything morally wrong with using a website like this for the sake of improving your knowledge or research or whatever, things like this. So that's why I'm going to show you how to still access it, because like I said before, it's only the domain name that's been taken down, but the servers are still alive, and you can access them through the Tor browser, which, I don't know, maybe I'll make a video on Tor in the future, but this is the Tor browser. And as you can see, this Z library, this is their search engine here, and you can still use it. You can type in, I don't know, like Lord of the Rings search. And the thing with the Tor browser is it is quite slow due to the nature of how it works. And if you're interested in that, I definitely recommend looking into it, because it's very interesting the way it works. But yeah, so as you can see here, there are many options available there. I guess they are having issues with their servers. I don't know if that's related to what's been going on, but you should know that this website is still accessible. And so that's why I wanted to make this video, especially if you're somebody who wants to use it for, like I said, for the purpose of education. I think it's a great resource.